In today's video, we'll be talking about some invaluable tips and techniques for designing responsive layouts in Figma. We live in a multi-device world. It's important for all designers to ensure their designs adapt easily to all screen sizes. So today we'll be exploring this with an actual design sample from scratch. We'll be starting with the desktop screen size. We click the layout grid, change it to column, change the count to 12 because it's desktop, change the gutter and the margin. This doesn't have a wrong or right, it depends on your budget requirements. Let's start filling the frame with the content of a fictional website called Olowe. We'll start with the header, which consists of the logo, the home, and some other content, including the call to action button. We'll proceed by adding auto layout to this content by pressing Shift and A on the keyboard. Auto layout on its own doesn't give an automatic design responsiveness. The next thing that we'll do is come on the right side of the screen and change the spacing between the elements to auto. This enables the header content to maintain equal spacing within the frame. Before we proceed, let's see if our frame is now responsive. Oops, it's not. It's not responsive because we've not implemented constraints. Now let's come back to the right side of the screen and change the constraint to left and right and top. So let's test and see if it's now responsive. Of course it is. Now the header content will adjust and maintain equal spacing no matter what the screen size is. We can leave it this way or let the auto layout frame size match the desktop frame size. This is easy to achieve. All we need to do is match the width, the positioning, and the padding. We are good to go when that is done. We can even spice things up and add a top and bottom padding. Now that the header is done, let's move on to the hero section. For the purpose of this video, we'll only be dealing with the hero section and the header section. Let's launch the Unsplash plugin and generate our hero image. Since that is done, let's fill it up with our hero text and bring in our call to action button. We'll go ahead and add auto layout to the hero text, change the spacing to text, and make sure each element has its width set to fill container. We also select the text section and the image section and add auto layout to them. With this, each column will fill an equal portion in the frame. Don't forget to set the width of the image to fill container. Since that is done, let's change the constraint to left and right and test our responsiveness. It's responsive. That means we are done with desktop. Now let's move to tablet. For the tablet, we'll be going with the 834 screen size. I'll go ahead and duplicate the screen and change the width to 834. Notice everything is looking all scattered. Let me zoom in. That's because there's a mistake somewhere. A certain portion of the container is probably set to fixed or hug. It needs to be set to fill container for it to be responsive. Confession time. I didn't notice this while she's in the video, so let's use this as a learning moment. Let's move on with the video. I'll go ahead and hide certain portion of the header that is not needed for the tablet screen. I'll also come to the right hand side and rearrange the direction of the elements. I'll also adjust the spacing, reduce the font size, change the column count to 8, adjust the gutter, and adjust the margin. When this is done, we can proceed with the mobile screen. I'll move to the right side of the screen, click on the layout grid, press Command C to copy, come to the mobile screen, press Command V to paste. Now we reduce the column count to 4, adjust the margin and reduce the gutter. Always ensure the type is set to stretch. That's the only type that ensures responsiveness. We'll be using the 430 screen size for the mobile. Let's go ahead and copy our element to the mobile screen. It will definitely be looking all scattered because I've not noticed the error. And of course it is. I wanted to reduce the font size, the spacing, the padding. I knew something was wrong, I just couldn't tell what. I finally figured it out. Take a look at the right side of the screen. You notice the height of the text is set to fixed. I corrected that and everything looks good. I adjusted the spacing and set the call to action button to fill container. Now let's test the responsiveness of our mobile screen. Of course it's responsive. Everything looks good from here. We'll also go back to the tablet screen and check for responsiveness. Looks like it's working. At this point, I think we should change the title of the video to the do's and don'ts of responsive layout in Figma because we've basically seen everything in this video. Always remember, constraints and auto layout are really important. And always remember to set the width of each element in your auto layout frame to fill container. Give this a try and let me know what you think. Bye!